The Power of Now, first published in 1997, is Eckhart Tolle's seminal work and has been hailed as one of the most influential spiritual books of our time. The book's central theme is the concept of mindfulness and living in the present moment, which Tolle presents in a clear and accessible manner. Unlike many spiritual texts that can be dense and esoteric, The Power of Now resonates with a broad audience, offering practical guidance that can be applied to daily life. It provides readers with a roadmap to transcend the incessant chatter of the mind, overcome the ego, and find peace in the now. The book's straightforward language and practical approach have made it a cornerstone in contemporary spiritual literature. Since its publication, The Power of Now has had a profound impact on millions of readers worldwide. It has been translated into over 33 languages and has sold millions of copies, earning a place on numerous bestseller lists, including the New York Times. The book's universal appeal lies in its ability to address the fundamental human experience of suffering and offer a path to liberation. Readers from all walks of life have reported experiencing significant personal transformations after engaging with Tolle's teachings. The book has not only influenced individual lives, but has also shaped the broader cultural conversation about mindfulness and presence. Celebrities, business leaders, and spiritual seekers alike have endorsed The Power of Now, cementing its status as a modern spiritual classic. Living in the present moment. The central idea of The Power of Now revolves around the concept of mindfulness and the transformative power of living fully in the present moment. Eckhart Tolle argues that most of human suffering stems from our tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. He asserts that true peace and happiness can only be found by fully embracing the present moment, which he refers to as the now. By focusing our attention on the present, we can break free from the constraints of our minds and experience life more deeply and authentically. Tolle emphasizes that the past and future are constructs of the mind that do not truly exist in the present. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. Thus, the only reality we can experience is the present moment. By anchoring ourselves in the now, we can free ourselves from the mental patterns that cause anxiety, stress, and unhappiness. Breaking free from the mind's dominance. Tolle explains that the mind is a powerful tool, but it often becomes a source of suffering when it dominates our consciousness. The mind tends to replay past events or project future scenarios, which can lead to feelings of regret, guilt, fear, and anxiety. By shifting our focus to the present, we can step out of these negative thought patterns and experience a state of calm and clarity. Finding inner peace. When we live in the present moment, we become more aware of our surroundings, our thoughts, and our emotions. This heightened awareness allows us to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Acceptance of the present moment brings a sense of inner peace because we are no longer fighting against reality. Instead, we embrace it, which reduces stress and promotes a sense of well-being. Connecting with our true selves, Tolle emphasizes that our true essence is found in the present moment. By being fully present, we can connect with our deeper selves, beyond the surface level of our thoughts and emotions. This connection brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose as we align with our true nature. Enhancing relationships. Focusing on the present moment also enhances our relationships with others. When we are fully present with someone, we listen more deeply and communicate more authentically. This presence fosters genuine connections and improves the quality of our interactions. Experiencing life. Fully, by living in the now, we become more attuned to the beauty and richness of life. Everyday experiences, which might otherwise be overlooked, become sources of joy and wonder. We start to appreciate the simple pleasures and find meaning in the ordinary moments of life. Understanding the ego, Eckhart Tolle views the ego as a mental construct that is responsible for much of the unnecessary suffering in our lives. According to Tolle, the ego is the false sense of self that we create based on our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. It is the voice in our head that constantly judges, compares, and interprets reality. The ego is driven by a need for identification with external things, such as possessions, status, and opinions, which leads to a sense of separation from others and from our true selves. Tolle argues that the ego thrives on drama and conflict, as these provide it with a sense of identity and purpose. This attachment to the egoic mind results in a continuous cycle of negative thinking and emotional turmoil. The ego is never satisfied and always seeks more, creating a constant state of dissatisfaction and restlessness. This relentless pursuit of fulfillment outside of ourselves leads to suffering, because true peace and happiness can only be found within. One of Tolle's key concepts is the pain body, which he describes as an accumulation of unresolved emotional pain from past experiences. The pain body is a semi-autonomous entity within us that feeds on negative emotions. It can be triggered by certain situations, people, or thoughts, leading to an emotional reaction that seems disproportionate to the actual event. The pain body thrives on negativity and seeks out situations that will feed it, such as conflict, drama, and suffering. When activated, it takes over our thinking and behavior, causing us to act in ways that perpetuate our pain and the pain of others. This cycle of negative emotion reinforces the ego and keeps us trapped in a state of unconsciousness. Tolle explains that the pain body can be dormant for long periods or be active more frequently, depending on an individual's life experiences and emotional history. Recognizing and becoming aware of the pain body's presence is the first step in disarming it. Identifying and transcending the ego is central to Tolle's teachings and is essential for achieving a more fulfilling life. Here's how this process can be transformative. Increased awareness. The first step in transcending the ego is becoming aware of its presence and its influence on our thoughts and actions. This awareness allows us to observe our thoughts without identifying with them. By recognizing the ego's patterns, we can begin to disassociate from it and reclaim our true self. Reduction of suffering. As we become less identified with the ego, we reduce the unnecessary suffering it creates. By not taking our thoughts and emotions too seriously, we can break free from the cycle of negative thinking and emotional reactivity. This leads to a more peaceful and balanced state of being. Authentic relationships. Transcending the ego allows us to engage with others more authentically. Without the need to defend or bolster our ego, we can interact with others from a place of genuine connection and compassion. This leads to healthier and more meaningful relationships, inner peace and contentment. Letting go of the ego's constant need for more allows us to find contentment in the present moment. We start to appreciate life as it is, rather than constantly striving for something else. This acceptance brings a deep sense of inner peace. Spiritual growth. Transcending the ego is a key aspect of spiritual growth. It opens us up to higher levels of consciousness and a deeper understanding of our true nature. This spiritual awakening brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends material and external achievements. Empowerment and creativity. When we are not controlled by the ego, we can tap into our true potential and creativity. We become more open to new ideas and possibilities, leading to a more empowered and inspired life. The mind as a tool. Eckhart Tolle views the mind as a powerful tool that, when used consciously, can be highly effective for problem-solving, creativity, and navigating daily life. However, he also warns that the mind can become a source of constant chatter and distraction if not managed properly. According to Tolle, the primary issue is that most people allow their minds to run on autopilot, leading to a state of almost continuous thinking. This incessant mental activity often consists of repetitive, negative, or unproductive thoughts that pull us away from the present moment and into realms of worry, regret, and speculation. Tolle argues that the mind should be a servant, not a master. When we identify with our thoughts and let them dominate our awareness, we become trapped in a cycle of mental noise that clouds our perception and creates unnecessary stress and anxiety. By learning to use the mind consciously, we can harness its power without being controlled by it. This involves stepping back and observing our thoughts rather than being consumed by them, and recognizing that our true self exists beyond the mind's activity. Tolle provides several practical techniques to help quiet the mind and find inner peace. These techniques are designed to bring us into the present moment and reduce the dominance of the egoic mind. Here are some key methods he suggests. Mindful breathing. Focus on your breath as a way to anchor yourself in the present moment. Pay attention to the sensation of the breath entering and leaving your body. This simple practice helps to quiet the mind and create a sense of calm. Body awareness. Direct your attention to different parts of your body to create a sense of presence. Feel the aliveness in your hands, feet, or other body parts. This technique helps shift focus away from the mind and into the body, grounding you in the now. Observing thoughts practice. Observing your thoughts without judgment or attachment. Imagine that you are watching your thoughts pass by like clouds in the sky or leaves floating down a stream. This helps create a sense of detachment from the mind's activity. Present moment awareness. Engage fully with whatever you are doing in the present moment, whether it's eating, walking, or working. Focus all your attention on the activity at hand, noticing the details and sensations. This practice helps you stay grounded in the now and reduces mental distractions. Acceptance and surrender. Accept the present moment as it is, without resistance. This involves letting go of any mental resistance to what is happening right now. Acceptance reduces internal conflict and brings a sense of peace. Surrender to the flow of life, trusting that whatever unfolds is part of your journey. Meditation. Regular meditation practice can help cultivate a quieter mind and deeper sense of inner peace. Tolle recommends simple meditation techniques such as focusing on the breath, repeating a mantra, or practicing loving-kindness meditation. Meditation trains the mind to be more present and less reactive. Non-reactive awareness practice. Non-reactive awareness by observing situations without immediately reacting to them. This involves pausing and taking a moment to become aware of your thoughts and emotions before responding. This creates space for a more conscious and deliberate response. Letting go of mental labels. Avoid labeling and categorizing experiences, people, and situations. Labels create mental filters that can distort your perception of reality. By letting go of labels, you can see things as they truly are, without the mind's interpretation. The role of consciousness. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle emphasizes the critical importance of developing awareness of one's thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. This practice is fundamental to achieving a higher state of consciousness and living a more peaceful, present-centered life. Awareness as a key to inner peace. Tolle asserts that much of human suffering arises from our tendency to identify with our thoughts and emotions. When we become consumed by these mental and emotional patterns, we lose touch with the present moment and become trapped in cycles of anxiety, regret, and negative thinking. By cultivating awareness, we create a space between ourselves and our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to observe them objectively rather than being overwhelmed by them. This detachment helps to reduce stress and promotes inner peace. Breaking free from unconscious patterns. Many of our thoughts and emotions are habitual and unconscious. They arise automatically based on past conditioning and often do not reflect our true selves or the present reality. By becoming aware of these patterns, we can begin to break free from them. This awareness allows us to choose more conscious and deliberate responses to situations rather than reacting automatically based on old habits. Enhancing emotional intelligence. Awareness of our emotions enables us to understand and manage them more effectively. Instead of being swept away by strong emotions like anger, fear, or sadness, we can observe them as they arise and choose how to respond. This emotional intelligence leads to more balanced and harmonious relationships with others and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Accessing deeper levels of consciousness. Tolle suggests that true consciousness lies beyond the mind's activity. By observing our thoughts and emotions without attachment, we can access deeper levels of consciousness where a sense of stillness, presence, and interconnectedness prevails. This state of being transcends the ego and connects us with a greater sense of purpose and unity. The concept of witnessing or observing the mind is a central theme in Tolle's teachings and is a powerful tool for achieving higher consciousness. Here's how this practice works and its significance. Becoming the observer. Witnessing involves taking a step back from the stream of thoughts and emotions that constantly flow through our minds. Instead of getting caught up in these mental activities, we adopt the position of an observer, watching the thoughts and feelings as they arise and pass away. This creates a sense of separation between the observer, our true self, and the observed, our thoughts and emotions. Non-judgmental observation. Observing the mind requires a non-judgmental attitude. We simply notice our thoughts and emotions without labeling them as good or bad. This non-judgmental awareness helps us to see things clearly and objectively, reducing the power of negative thought patterns and emotional reactions. Disidentification from the ego. By witnessing our thoughts and emotions, we begin to disidentify from the ego. The ego thrives on identification with thoughts, emotions, and external circumstances. When we observe these without attaching our sense of self to them, the ego loses its grip on us. This disidentification is crucial for accessing higher states of consciousness and experiencing true freedom. Cultivating presence. The practice of witnessing naturally brings us into the present moment. When we are observing our thoughts and emotions, we are fully present with what is happening right now. This presence is the essence of higher consciousness. It is a state of alert awareness where we are deeply connected to the present moment, free from the distractions of past and future. Deepening self-awareness. Witnessing enhances self-awareness by revealing the underlying patterns and motivations that drive our thoughts and actions. This deeper understanding of ourselves allows us to make more conscious choices and align our lives with our true values and aspirations. Experiencing inner stillness. Regular practice of observing the mind leads to a state of inner stillness and peace. As we disengage from the constant mental chatter, we experience the quiet space of pure awareness that lies beneath the surface of the mind. This stillness is the foundation of higher consciousness and spiritual awakening. Practical techniques for witnessing. Tolle suggests several practical techniques to cultivate the practice of witnessing. Meditation. Regular meditation practice helps to develop the ability to observe the mind without attachment. Mindful breathing. Focusing on the breath anchors us in the present moment and facilitates the observation of thoughts and emotions. Body awareness. Directing attention to the sensations in the body can help to ground us in the present and create a space for witnessing. Pause and reflect. Taking regular pauses throughout the day to observe the mind's activity can strengthen the habit of witnessing. By practicing the art of witnessing, we gradually shift from a state of unconscious reactivity to a state of conscious presence. This transformation is the essence of spiritual growth and leads to a more peaceful, fulfilling, and enlightened way of living. Embracing acceptance and surrender. Acceptance is a fundamental concept in Eckhart Tolle's teachings, and it plays a crucial role in achieving inner peace. At its core, acceptance involves acknowledging and embracing the present moment as it is, without resistance or judgment. This practice is transformative because it helps us align with the flow of life, rather than fighting against it. The nature of acceptance. Acceptance means fully embracing the present moment, including its challenges, without wishing it were different. This does not mean resignation or passivity, but rather a deep recognition of what is happening right now. When we accept the present moment, we are not allowing ourselves to be passive or resigned, but rather to meet reality with openness and understanding. Reducing inner conflict. Resistance to the present moment often creates internal conflict and stress. When we resist what is, whether it's a difficult situation, a negative emotion, or an uncomfortable circumstance, we create a mental struggle that amplifies our suffering. Acceptance reduces this inner conflict by allowing us to let go of the struggle and align with the current reality, leading to a greater sense of peace and ease. Finding peace in the present. Embracing acceptance brings a profound sense of peace because it shifts our focus from what we wish were different to what is. By accepting the present moment, regardless of its challenges, we stop fighting against life's natural flow. This acceptance helps us to find tranquility and contentment, even in difficult situations. It allows us to navigate challenges with greater calm and resilience. Living fully acceptance opens us up to fully experience life as it is, rather than being preoccupied with how we think it should be. This enables us to engage more fully with our experiences, relationships, and environment, enriching our lives and deepening our sense of connection and satisfaction. Eckhart Tolle distinguishes between passive acceptance and active surrender, and understanding this difference is key to applying his teachings effectively. Passive acceptance. Definition. Passive acceptance refers to a form of resignation where one passively endures the present moment without engaging with it or taking any action. It is often associated with a sense of defeat or helplessness. Characteristics. Passive acceptance can be characterized by a lack of involvement or a sense of giving up. It may involve a mental attitude of, "I can't change anything, so I'll just accept it," which can lead to stagnation and a lack of personal growth. Implications. While passive acceptance might reduce immediate resistance, it does not address underlying issues or encourage proactive engagement with life. It can lead to a sense of disconnection or disengagement from one's circumstances. Active surrender definition. Active surrender, on the other hand, is a dynamic and conscious process of letting go of resistance and aligning with the present moment. It involves embracing reality fully and making the best possible choices within the current circumstances. Characteristics. Active surrender is characterized by an engaged and conscious acceptance of what is. It involves a proactive and intentional approach to accepting and working with the present moment. This form of surrender acknowledges the reality of the situation and responds with openness, adaptability, and a willingness to act appropriately. Implications. Active surrender leads to a deeper sense of inner peace because it integrates acceptance with conscious action. It allows for personal growth and transformation as it involves embracing change and uncertainty while remaining grounded in the present. This approach fosters resilience and empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Practical exercises and techniques. Eckhart Tolle provides several practical exercises and techniques to help readers stay present and cultivate mindfulness. These practices are designed to bring awareness to the present moment and foster a deeper connection with our true selves. Here are some key exercises and techniques that Tolle recommends. Mindful breathing, focused breathing technique. Sit comfortably with your back straight. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Bring your attention to your breath, observing the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. Feel the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen with each breath. Purpose. This exercise helps anchor you in the present moment by shifting your focus away from distracting thoughts and onto the rhythmic, natural process of breathing. It promotes relaxation and enhances awareness of the present. Counting breaths. Technique. As you breathe, count each inhale and exhale up to 10. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath and start counting from 1 again. Purpose. Counting breaths further strengthens your focus and concentration, helping to calm a restless mind and deepen your sense of presence. Body awareness. Body scan technique. Begin by sitting or lying down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and direct your attention to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving up to your head. Notice any sensations, tensions, or areas of relaxation without trying to change anything. Purpose. This exercise helps you become more aware of the physical sensations in your body, which can ground you in the present moment and release physical tension. It also enhances your connection between body and mind. Feeling the body technique. Throughout the day, take moments to pause and feel the sensations in your body. For example, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground as you walk, or the contact of your hands with objects you are holding. Purpose. This practice helps maintain a continuous awareness of your physical presence, keeping you grounded in the present moment and connecting you to the immediate experience of your body. Observing thoughts without judgment. Thought observation technique. Sit quietly and simply observe the flow of your thoughts as they come and go. Imagine that you are watching them from a distance, like clouds passing across the sky or leaves floating down a stream. Avoid engaging with the thoughts or getting caught up in them. Purpose. This technique fosters a sense of detachment from your thoughts, allowing you to recognize that you are not your thoughts. It helps in reducing the power of the ego and promotes a state of mental clarity and calm. Labeling thoughts technique. As you observe your thoughts, gently label them with a neutral term such as thinking, worrying, or planning. This labeling helps you maintain awareness of the thoughts without getting emotionally involved. Purpose. Labeling thoughts allows you to create a mental distance from them, which can help reduce their emotional impact and enhance your ability to remain present. Additional techniques. Presence in daily activities. Technique. Apply mindfulness to everyday activities such as eating, washing dishes, or driving. Focus on the sensations, sounds, and movements involved in these activities. Engage fully with each task, paying attention to the details of the experience. Purpose. This practice helps integrate mindfulness into daily life, making it easier to remain present in all aspects of your routine. It promotes a deeper appreciation of the ordinary moments and reduces mindless, automatic behavior. Noticing the space between thoughts technique. Take note of the moments of stillness or gaps between your thoughts. Observe these pauses as spaces of pure awareness and presence. Purpose. By focusing on the gaps between thoughts, you can experience moments of inner stillness and silence, which connect you to a deeper sense of presence and peace. Spiritual awakening. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now is often considered a guide for spiritual awakening and enlightenment due to its emphasis on achieving a higher state of consciousness through presence and awareness. The book provides practical insights and teachings that aim to help individuals transcend the limitations of the ego and connect with a deeper, more authentic sense of self. Here's how the book serves as a guide for spiritual awakening. Emphasizing presence. Core message. The central message of The Power of Now is the importance of living fully in the present moment. Tolle teaches that true spiritual awakening occurs when we shift our focus away from past regrets and future anxieties to the immediacy of the now. By being present, we can access a state of inner peace and deeper awareness. Practical application. The book offers practical exercises and techniques to help readers anchor themselves in the present moment, such as mindful breathing and observing thoughts without judgment. These practices support the journey towards spiritual awakening by helping individuals break free from the grip of the ego and connect with their true essence. Transcending the ego. Understanding the ego. Tolle explores the concept of the ego and how it creates a false sense of self that leads to suffering and disconnection. He provides guidance on how to recognize and transcend the egoic mind, which is crucial for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Practical guidance. Through practices such as witnessing thoughts and embracing acceptance, the book helps readers dissolve the ego's dominance and experience a deeper state of consciousness beyond mental constructs. Experiencing inner stillness, the stillness within. Tolle emphasizes that inner stillness and presence are essential components of spiritual awakening. The book guides readers to access this stillness by quieting the mind and embracing the present moment. Transformative impact. Experiencing inner stillness allows individuals to connect with a sense of peace and fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. This deep inner peace is a hallmark of spiritual enlightenment and personal transformation. Integration into daily life. Practical integration. The Power of Now encourages readers to integrate spiritual practices into their daily lives, making spiritual awakening a practical and attainable goal. By applying mindfulness to everyday activities, individuals can cultivate a continuous sense of presence and awareness. Holistic approach. The book's approach to spiritual awakening is holistic, addressing both mental and emotional aspects of the self. It provides tools for managing negative emotions, reducing stress, and fostering a greater sense of connection and purpose. Eckhart Tolle's teachings in The Power of Now resonate with and draw upon various spiritual traditions and philosophies. Here's how Tolle's teachings align with these traditions. Buddhism. Mindfulness and presence. Tolle's emphasis on mindfulness and living in the present moment aligns closely with Buddhist teachings. In Buddhism, mindfulness, or sati, is a central practice that involves being fully aware of the present experience and observing thoughts and emotions without attachment. Transcending the ego. The Buddhist concept of anatman, the absence of a permanent self, parallels Tolle's teachings on transcending the ego. Both emphasize the illusory nature of the ego and the importance of recognizing our true nature beyond the self. Hinduism, self-realization. Tolle's teachings echo the Hindu concept of Atman, the true self, and the pursuit of self-realization. In Hinduism, realizing one's true nature as the Atman is a key aspect of spiritual awakening and liberation, moksha. Presence and awareness. The emphasis on inner stillness and presence in Tolle's teachings is similar to practices found in Hindu meditation, dhyana, and self-inquiry, atma vichara. These practices aim to quiet the mind and connect with the divine essence within. Mystical Christianity, contemplative practice. Tolle's approach to spiritual awakening also aligns with contemplative practices in Christianity, such as the teachings of the Desert Fathers and mystics. These traditions emphasize inner stillness, prayer, and direct experience of God's presence. Transcending the ego. The concept of transcending the ego and experiencing a deeper connection with the divine is also present in mystical Christian traditions. This involves moving beyond the false self and encountering a higher spiritual reality. Sufism, union with the divine. In Sufism, the goal is to experience union with the divine and transcend the ego. Tolle's teachings on embracing the present moment and surrendering to the flow of life resonate with Sufi practices that focus on dissolving the self and experiencing divine presence. Inner peace and stillness. The emphasis on inner peace and stillness in Tolle's work mirrors the Sufi pursuit of inner tranquility and connection with God. Taoism. Flow and acceptance. Tolle's teachings on accepting the present moment and flowing with life are reminiscent of Taoist principles found in the Tao Te Ching. Taoism emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, the way, and embracing the natural flow of life. Simplicity and presence. The Taoist concept of simplicity and living in the present moment aligns with Tolle's emphasis on letting go of unnecessary mental clutter and embracing the present as it is. Impact on personal growth. Many readers of Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now have reported profound positive changes in their lives after applying the book's teachings. Here are some anecdotes and testimonials that illustrate the impact of Tolle's work. Transformation from anxiety to peace testimonial. Before reading The Power of Now, I was overwhelmed by constant anxiety and worry about the future. The book taught me to focus on the present moment and to let go of my fears. Since then, I've experienced a significant reduction in anxiety and a newfound sense of inner peace. It's amazing how transformative such a simple shift in perspective can be. Impact. This reader's experience highlights how the practice of living in the present moment can alleviate anxiety and foster a deeper sense of calm. By letting go of worries about the future, they were able to find tranquility and balance in their daily life. Healing from emotional pain testimonial. I had been struggling with unresolved emotional pain from past experiences for years. The Power of Now helped me understand the concept of the pain body and how I was perpetuating my own suffering. Through practicing presence and observing my emotions without judgment, I've made significant progress in healing and releasing past wounds. Impact. This testimonial demonstrates how understanding and applying Tolle's teachings on the pain body can facilitate emotional healing. By observing and releasing past pain, readers can experience emotional liberation and greater well-being. Improved relationships. Testimonial. My relationships were fraught with misunderstandings and conflicts, primarily because I was often lost in my own thoughts and reactions. After reading The Power of Now, I started practicing mindful presence in my interactions with others. This shift has led to more meaningful connections and fewer conflicts. I feel more present and engaged in my relationships, and it has made a significant difference. Impact. This reader's story illustrates how practicing presence can enhance relationships. By being more mindful and less reactive, they were able to foster deeper connections and improve communication with others. Enhanced self-awareness and personal growth testimonial. Reading The Power of Now was a turning point in my journey of personal growth. The book's insights into the nature of the ego and the practice of observing thoughts have led to greater self-awareness and personal development. I feel more connected to my true self and more in control of my responses to life's challenges. Impact. This testimonial reflects the book's role in enhancing self-awareness and fostering personal growth. By understanding and observing the ego, readers can gain insight into their true selves and develop more conscious ways of interacting with the world. The Power of Now encourages personal growth, emotional healing, and improved relationships through its teachings on presence, awareness, and consciousness. Here's how the book supports these areas of development. Personal growth. Cultivating presence. The book's focus on living in the present moment helps readers cultivate mindfulness and presence. This practice encourages individuals to engage more fully with their lives, make conscious choices, and embrace personal development. Transcending the ego. Tolle's teachings on the ego provide valuable insights into overcoming self-limiting beliefs and behaviors. By recognizing and transcending the ego, readers can achieve personal growth and align more closely with their true selves. Self-awareness. The book promotes self-awareness by encouraging readers to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment. This increased self-awareness leads to greater understanding and personal development. Emotional healing. Understanding the pain body. Tolle's concept of the pain body helps readers understand how past emotional wounds can influence their current experiences. By recognizing and addressing the pain body, individuals can begin to heal from past trauma and emotional pain. Practicing acceptance. The practice of acceptance and surrender helps readers release resistance and embrace their emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This acceptance fosters emotional healing and promotes inner peace. Observing emotions. The book's techniques for observing emotions and thoughts allow readers to process and release negative feelings. This process facilitates emotional healing and contributes to a greater sense of emotional well-being. Improved relationships. Mindful communication. Tolle's teachings on presence and awareness encourage more mindful and compassionate communication. By being fully present in interactions, readers can listen more attentively, respond more thoughtfully, and build stronger connections with others. Reducing reactivity. The practice of observing thoughts and emotions helps individuals become less reactive in their relationships. This reduced reactivity leads to more harmonious and less conflict-ridden interactions. Deepening connections. By fostering a deeper sense of presence and self-awareness, the book helps readers build more meaningful and authentic relationships. Enhanced presence allows individuals to engage more fully and genuinely with others. Conclusion. The timeless message of the book. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now offers profound insights into achieving a more conscious and fulfilling life by emphasizing the importance of living in the present moment. Here are the key takeaways from the book. Embrace the present moment. Tolle highlights that true peace and happiness are found in the present moment. By letting go of past regrets and future anxieties, we can fully engage with the here and now, where life truly unfolds. Understand and transcend the ego. The book delves into the concept of the ego, explaining how it creates a false sense of self and leads to unnecessary suffering. Recognizing and transcending the ego allows us to connect with our true essence and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment. Cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness practices, such as observing thoughts and emotions without judgment, are central to Tolle's teachings. These practices help quiet the mind, reduce stress, and foster a greater sense of inner peace. Embrace acceptance and surrender. Acceptance of the present moment, regardless of its challenges, is crucial for achieving inner peace. Tolle distinguishes between passive acceptance and active surrender, encouraging readers to actively engage with life's flow while remaining grounded in the present. Experience inner stillness. The book emphasizes the importance of finding inner stillness and presence as a path to spiritual awakening. Experiencing moments of pure awareness and tranquility connects us with a deeper sense of self beyond the constant activity of the mind. Apply principles to daily life. Tolle encourages readers to integrate mindfulness and presence into their daily routines. By applying these principles to everyday activities, individuals can experience a continuous sense of connection, peace, and joy. Eckhart Tolle's message in The Power of Now is both timeless and universal, transcending cultural, religious, and philosophical boundaries. The book's core teachings resonate with fundamental truths about the human experience and the quest for meaning and fulfillment. Universal relevance. The principles of presence, mindfulness, and acceptance are applicable to people from all walks of life, regardless of their background or beliefs. The message speaks to a common human longing for peace and self-awareness. Timeless wisdom. The insights shared in the book echo timeless spiritual wisdom found in various traditions and philosophies. Tolle's teachings align with ancient practices of mindfulness and self-realization, offering a modern perspective on age-old truths. Transformative power. The timeless nature of Tolle's message lies in its ability to inspire profound personal transformation. By embracing the principles of the present moment and transcending the ego, individuals can experience lasting changes in their lives. To fully benefit from the teachings of The Power of Now, it is essential for readers to actively apply the book's principles in their daily lives. Here's how readers can integrate these teachings for a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Practice presence. Make a conscious effort to bring awareness to the present moment throughout your day. Whether you're eating, working, or interacting with others, focus on the here and now and embrace the experience fully. Engage in mindfulness practices. Incorporate mindfulness practices such as mindful breathing, body awareness, and observing thoughts without judgment into your routine. These practices help cultivate a deeper sense of presence and inner calm. Embrace acceptance. Practice acceptance of the present moment, including its challenges and imperfections. Let go of resistance and embrace life as it unfolds, allowing yourself to experience peace and contentment regardless of external circumstances. Explore inner stillness. Take time to connect with inner stillness and quietude through meditation, reflection, or simply being present. This inner stillness fosters a deeper connection with your true self and enhances overall well-being. Apply principles to relationships. Use the principles of presence and mindfulness to improve your relationships. By being fully present and engaged in your interactions, you can foster deeper connections, reduce conflicts, and enhance communication. By embracing and applying the principles of the power of now, readers can embark on a journey toward greater peace, fulfillment, and self-awareness. Tolle's timeless message offers a path to transforming everyday experiences into opportunities for growth and enlightenment, leading to a more meaningful and joyful life.